Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. Today is the 8th of March. It's Saturday, and the moon is in Cancer. What are we looking at? We're looking at pussy willows, trying to get them so you can actually see that they are starting to pop out. Woo, it's cold and windy. It's been cold and windy now for a while. Woo. All right, what's going on today? You may wake up with a feeling of tension, even if you didn't pay attention to what's going on in the outer world. And the reason for that is we had an early morning semi-square between the between the sun and Jupiter, Pluto, sorry. This is part of the synodic cycle of the sun and Pluto. It is the second sort of phase of their relationship. The first being the conjunction that occurred at, I believe, 1 degree of Aquarius. It's either 1 or 2 degrees of Aquarius that happened. And now it's come to the point where they're 45 degrees away from each other. This can bring some edginess, especially around issues of performance. Maybe we feel like we should be performing better, or perhaps people in power should be performing better. And we can see that in this country with the dissatisfaction of many Democrats that we don't seem to have leadership. Although if you look, there are people taking up the reins of leadership. It's just not necessarily the quote-unquote leaders of the party. So there's that, feeling that pressure. And also, the new administration had their second meeting, cabinet meeting, I guess, and there was all kinds of kerfuffle between Musk and Rubio, because Musk is like, you're not doing what I asked you, and Rubio's like, what do you want me to fire them and rehire them? And so there's a lot of confusion. And the administration is sort of a combination of 3 sort of arms, and they all want to do their own thing, and I think for the most part Trump is letting them, but they get in each other's way and they're creating chaos, and it's a big cluster F, which is pretty much the way he does business anyway. I don't know why people thought like suddenly he'd become a Svengali of business, considering he's bankrupted 4 casinos. Who does that? Anyway, another story, another day. We have the moon making a square to Venus. Venus now retrograde, moving through Aries. We're reevaluating what's important to us, and also reevaluating our relationship with ourselves. And then later today, the moon makes a conjunction to Mars. We did have an early morning trine between Mars and the sun, very early. Some of you had it last night. That increases the energy. Doesn't necessarily increase the focus of the energy. It's sort of like I guess it would be like one of those perpetual motion machines. It's like it's churning, and you have to figure out a way to access that. And then at the end of the day, we have a trine between the sun and the moon. This is part of their lunation cycle. This is a Leo side trine, so we can expect creative self-expression. We could also expect a lot of egotism. The signs that this is in, sun in Pisces, which can be very sensitive, very emotional, compassion, and the Mars in Cancer is wanting to take action to nurture or protect. And so I don't know. I almost feel like there's in the case of, say, like Canada, my Canadian folk, You know, we love you guys, and we think this is absolutely ridiculous, as we feel the same way for all our neighbors. And quite frankly, probably also the Russian people, because I don't think we ever really thought that this was a fight that the Russian people were fighting. But another story for another day. You can feel the compassion and the connectedness that we feel. And I think that one of the highlighted focuses of our connection with others around the world is based on our leaders either not being able to do what they say they do, saying one thing and then doing a little bit of that, but doing a little bit of the stuff that doesn't really work. And then those leaders who throw everything out and it's just about what they want. So where the unity is, I think, is within the people. And that's where it will be. And that's where we can draw from as we move forward to co-create the world we want to see. Be kind to each other and stand up for yourself and your rights. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. Mystic Sisters tonight on Ona's channel, Ona's Tarot. Don't miss it. 7 Eastern, 6 Central. And if you do miss it, because I know there are other folks out there doing lives, so you can always check the recording afterwards. Much love, everybody. Namaste.